AI Limit is an action RPG set in a distant future where ecological collapse and war has ravaged the planet. All plants are dead, the world is overrun with vicious creatures, and evil forces are out to stop you, a blader called Orisa, from repairing mysterious branches and restoring your lost memories. This world is hostile and will punish you if you're not careful. So to make your journey a little easier, here are some tips for starting out in AI Limit. What sets AI Limit apart from other action RPGs is its lack of a stamina bar. Instead of a system that restricts the number of attacks and dodges, you're free to swing and evade as much as you want. But that doesn't mean every hit is doing all it can. Sync rate represents how much energy your blader has and is split into multiple levels. Each level determines how much damage every attack does. If your energy is depleted and in the bottom section they will be weaker, but keep it in the top section and attacks will deal more damage. Getting hit will reduce your level of synchronization, restricting your power and access to spells. If it stays low, it will slowly fill over time, but to increase it quicker, hit enemies with basic attacks. To make the most of your sync rate, avoid attacks and keep pressuring enemies to recover it if it does go down. While the max level is always 100%, the sync rate bar can be modified using seals, part of your kit as a blader, opening up new, more powerful sections. Sync rate will dictate how powerful attacks are, but just spamming one attack again and again won't get you far against AI Limit's diverse enemies. Thankfully, Orisa has a diverse toolkit to take down anything in her way. Light attacks do consistent, reliable damage, while heavy attacks take slightly longer to connect but hit harder, especially if you charge them. With 2 slots available, switching weapons is as easy as a button press, but choosing the right weapon for your playstyle is essential. Want speed to be of the essence? Opt for the dual blades. Want to be a bit more methodical? The scythe could be more your style. Also consider that each weapon has a special attack known as a weapon skill. Weapon skills deplete sync rate but are great for disrupting enemy attacks. Some enemies are best handled from afar, and for them, spells are your best friend. Whether it's lightning or missiles, spells use up sync rate too, so for hardier foes, you'll have to recover some with regular attacks before resuming your spell onslaught. If you want to ensure you don't meet the sync screen too often, then it's best to avoid getting hit in the first place. Dodging is good, but doesn't give you a chance to counter. For that, your blader's trusty red arm can help. Known as a spell frame, Orisa's arm can use frame abilities to get the upper hand in a fight. With counter field equipped, you can parry most incoming attacks, provided you time the input right, and open enemies up to a fatal strike. Another early frame ability is the shield. While it can't be used for parrying, guarding against attacks will charge the shield, then can be detonated with Overload Blast to cause an explosion. Like seals and your sync bar, more frame abilities open up later in the game. Defeating enemies will net you crystals, a resource used for leveling up and purchasing items. Whether you're facing off against low-level grunts or hulking bosses, sooner or later you're bound to perish, and this is where AI Limit differs from other action RPGs you may have played. Dying won't rob you of all your crystals, but it will take a good number of them, and there's no way of getting those lost crystals back. Instead, you'll just have to try your luck again and take out even more enemies. So if you're heading into a big fight where your fatality frequency might be high, with a healthy stash of crystals, look to spend them beforehand, or you risk losing them all. What will you spend those crystals on? Prioritize leveling Orisa up at branches by putting points into her key attributes. Life increases the size of the health bar, Vitality increases conversion for more of a sync rate boost when attacking enemies, Strength and Technique improve attacks, just be sure to check which one your weapon scales with to maximize its output, and Spirit improves spellcasting damage. Branches have more uses than leveling up though. Like similar checkpoints in other action RPGs, resting at a branch will replenish Life Dew, your reliable healing source, and take your sync rate to 100%. Additionally, use them to enhance weapons by spending both crystals and luminous carbon. Branches are also where you can swap out your main seal to better reflect your playstyle, and minor seals that provide helpful buffs and effects. Finally, teleport between branches if you want to revisit an area and handle any unfinished business. With these helpful starting tips, hopefully your journey into AI Limit will be limitless. You can play AI Limit now on PlayStation 5 and PC, and for everything on action games, stick with IGN.